Hey everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost. Hey, have you been wondering about snippet rolls and snippets? Where have they gone? What have we done with them? Well, somebody asked me about snippets and snippet rolls recently, and I thought, it's high time I make some more snippets and snippet rolls. But I thought I'd add some few extra twists and turns and tips and tricks that might make it fun, a new exploration of an old idea. Let's have at it. Okay, so here's 3 examples of snippets or snippet rolls. Technically, if it's a snippet roll, this is rolled, and then we have a snippet roll. Got it? Okay, but this basically is a snippet. Or you could take a snippet of a snippet, and then basically you have a cluster. You know what I mean? So basically, a snippet is an extended cluster of some sort. Yes. Okay, so now you can do them in so many different ways, but we're just going to do some basic ways. I did sew these, but I'm going to show you a no-sew. So don't worry, you're going to get to see a no-sew. And I've got Lawn Guy outside, so I'm going to do my best to get through this before Lawn Guy comes around the side of the house again. Okay, so snippet roll number 1 that I did, which is technically not rolled at the moment. Lots of hangy stringies. It's part of the snippet lifestyle. It's got a lot of little stuff hang from it. You don't have to have that, but I like it. And so basically, this concept, it was decorated with all sorts of pieces of little flat back pearls, some vintage curtain, some lace, some doilies, some crochet, some paper, punched out paper pieces, some little decorated pieces, and you could keep going, and little rosettes. You could put more like little tiny metal charms on here. You could put rhinestones and stickles, you know what I'm saying, and all sorts of stuff. But I wanted you to see them in their pure, gentle form before too much is done to them, because you can always add more. But the basic construction you can do so many ways, but we're just going to show a couple and a few tricks with it. And these are all easy. Okay, so that is number 1. Okay, and then number 2 looks like this. Okay, it's a very simple concept. It's a very lightly decorated, but I think a very effective neutral piece. And I do like to leave them neutral because I don't know what they're going to be going into, and I might want to adjust the color by adding a few extra little things here and there, or just leaving them neutral, because pretty much neutral goes with just about most things. Okay, so that is snippet number 2. And then snippet number 3 is a little guy, little skinny guy here, not looking like much. He's kind of a cafe au lait color with, it'd be nice if I shine some light on here, huh? Okay, I forgot to turn on my lights, sorry. Okay, close that, get more light. Okay, where are you, Sonny? Okay, he's all right. Okay. Okay, so this is a skinny one, basic one, and I'll show you what I did. Wasn't really a big fan of the material on this side. It's kind of browny purple, like a browny burgundy. So I thought, well, I like the other side of it, so why not go with this? And here's a tip. If you don't like your material or what you're working with, dip it. Don't be afraid to dip it. Just go ahead and dip it in your coffee or your tea, and you'll get a nice aged browning effect. And just wring it up just minimally, and then let it air dry. Don't squeeze it out, because you'll squeeze all the color out. So that's one little tip for you. But just let them air dry. Just stick them outside somewhere, maybe on your front porch or something like that, in a little bowl, and they'll eventually dry. You give them long enough. Okay, so, and basically, I just did a whole bunch of this one and got a roll. So this will be a roll once I roll it up. It'll be a snippet roll. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this exactly the way I did the other ones, because I can run amok, and I'm going to try and I can do what I showed you. So, okay. This is the first one. Okay, so let's do this one. Now, this style was not hard to do. Basically, I took a piece of something that was a little stiffer than muslin, but I did use a material. You could also use a piece of paper. A piece of paper will work just fine. But I worked with about the 1 to 1.5 inch mark of length. Now I can't tear this, right? Yeah, okay, that's all. I'll cut it. I don't have to tear it, Pam. You don't have to tear it. You can get ruffled edge. You don't have to get ruffled edge. Doesn't matter. Okay, you can make them thinner or thicker, but just kind of keep in mind what your uses might be. Are you thinking spines? Are you thinking page trims? Are you thinking some kind of decor on something? So, and know that whatever you make, it's probably going to be a little wider than the actual piece of base that you start with, because of overhang. There's always overhang in a snippet, you know what I mean? It's like when you ate too much. You know what I'm talking about? Overhang? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to probably do many things which will upset many seasoned seamstresses. So take everything with a grain of salt. Double check with your local seamstress to see if this is the wise thing to do or not. I'm going to show you what I do. That's all I can say. Okay. Yes, I can hear. Oh, I can feel the toes curling. Yep, Sally, I feel your toes curling. Okay, I'm looking now for my Fabrifix glue stick. This is probably seamstress assault number 1. I'm going to put a light thing of Fabrifix glue down the middle. Yep, that's going to be right where I'm going to sew. I know. Going to gum up my needle. It's okay. It'll wipe off. You can wipe off your needle with acetone or rubbing alcohol. It'll take the glue right off. But it can jam things and do things that, especially if you have an expensive machine. So take everything into account. Move wisely, deftly, slowly, and make decisions as an adult what you would like to do and not do in your future endeavors. I'm feeling very reckless today and abandoned, so here we go. Now, okay, the next tip is pre-cut a bunch of things ahead of time. Otherwise, you're going to be looking for stuff. And so I did. I pre-cut a bunch of little stuff. And I even have some of that quilt that I love. So I'm going to cut up a little bit more of that. And it could just be random. It doesn't need to be big pieces, but you maybe want to cut them a little differently from each other because that might help what you're doing. I'm going to sort of work with a neutral theme here again. You can add color if you want, but I might add color maybe at the end when I'm finally going to use these things. Okay, so I'm going to get some of that. And here I have this little piece of muslin. It's probably a quilting square. And maybe I'll just tear some of this up. We have some. And they're a little wide, so maybe I'm going to cut them in half. Give us some little base neutrals to work with. It's very pretty. Okay, got a bunch of that. I've got some cut up lace stuff from before. I've got other, like this word butterfly on a piece of white. Oh yeah, here comes the long guy. Here's some other stuff here, little leftovers here. And you should, I'm assuming you might, but if you don't, you might want to start thinking of making one, but have a little collection of like little bits, you know what I mean? Because they come in really handy for stuff like this. Okay, so all I'm going to do, go closer. I'm just going to start layering a few things on here for no rhyme or reason, no this way, that way. Just going to put some stuff down, you know what I mean? And we can figure it all out later. Yeah. I think I need more stuff. Hang on, let me get more stuff. Okay, here's a nice little piece of neutrally colored stuff. Oh, you're a little close. Back up now. Okay. Let's see if I can tear this with my brute strength. Some of this stuff tears easily, and other stuff's like, what are you thinking about, sister? Go and get your scissors. Go and get your scissors. I like tearing though because I like the little frayed edges, but you can totally cut them. But there's those words, the weave and the weft, I think it is. It'll tear easily one way, but not the other way. Sometimes it will. Sometimes you get lucky, and you can make little bows and stuff like that. Like this little bow you could like put on your snippet roll. If you don't have fancy bows and stuff, you can make them out of the stuff you have. Okay, we'll try and go old school. All right, this is going to slow down the entire process, but maybe that's what needs to be seen. Let's just see. Okay, so we're going to start layering. And I would say, and you can try and cover the background. If you don't totally cover the background, it's okay because you're going to come in with other stuff on top later to cover the background too. So don't worry, it's all right. So I'm just going to, and maybe alternate a little bit what you're putting down. Like maybe you want some paper things. And then you want some material things. And then you want, okay, so I want my butterfly to show. Okay, all right. Okay, and what else do I have here? Little bits of anything, hello? All right, so okay. Okay, more of that. Maybe you can go with contrast, you can go with the same. It's all right, whatever you've got around you. Just start maybe putting it on at different angles. You don't really have to follow any pre-thought, although you can, it's okay. And we're just gonna get our basement down, our little basement. All right, what are you? We have you already. Let's put some more of you here. And maybe some more, oh, we just put that there. So let's get some of this. I'm going to put the lace more on top. It can be covered, it can be on top. It doesn't matter, it's all good. We're almost, we're getting close. Maybe I'll take a little of this. This, you know, these curtainy things? I think they're curtains. They're curtains, valances, or maybe tablecloths, but I think it's like a curtain valance thing. Yeah, you can get a lot of material out of one curtain or one valance or one bed skirt or, you know, just to kind of think about the linens and that around your house, at your sister's house. She's not using that old curtain anymore. You just get it from her. Yes. And she'll be fine. Just get her a nice Christmas present. She'll be wondering. You know what? Give her a journal. There you go. You got it handled. But don't tell her. Don't tell her, like, I'm going to make this into a journal. No. Just say I need it. No fibbing. But just say, you know, I think I might have a need. Yes. There's a family down the street that has the need, and it's my family. But, you know, she might say, you know what, hey, if you're not using that, if it's just in your way, I could put it to good use. There's a good thing to say. That's what you say. Because everybody's got the stuff, you know what I mean? And if they don't see the possibility, it's just lost on them, you know? And you just send them on over to the Paper Outpost, and I'll straighten them out. Yeah, we'll get them going. Yeah, everything will look like a craft supply once we're done with them, right? Yep, that's what will happen. Okay, so let me just wrap something up on the end of this little guy. Maybe this piece here. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we have our nice little piece. Very, it's semi-tacked down because of the Fabrifix, so it's not going to run all over the place. It's not Fabrifix. It's Scotch Create. I sound like a commercial. Scotch Create Permanent Glue Stick. That's right. If you like a juicy, fat glue stick, that one is the one for you. They also have skinny ones, but I like the fat one. Okay, so let's go over to the sewing machine. I hope I don't lose you in this process. Here we go. All right, there we go. Are you in? Okay. Oh, that's my heartthrobs back there. I'm working on it. I am still in process. Oh yeah, I think I can actually show you how fat it is. That's how fat it is. Can you see it in the corner over there? That is it. Yep, it's getting chubber. All right, so let's get it in here. Now this is what I recommend. I recommend lifting the foot, like I'm some pro. Lift the foot, drop the foot. Somebody told me this. It was a wonderful subby who said, it's much better if you. And then put your needle in. Oops. And then you start sewing. So apparently I'm sewing. Now I'm going to do this one. Maybe I'll do it in a zigzag. Okay. I'm going to do a wide zigzag, like a spaced apart zigzag. Maybe not too far apart. Let's go 2.5. Okay, that sounds good. And just, oh yeah, I'm zigging and I'm zagging. I'm just sticking my fingers here, which you're probably not supposed to do, but I'm not going to put them above the foot because then the needle would run over my finger. Don't do that. I'm not going to put anything this way because this thing comes up and down and you can smash your finger. How do I know? Don't do that. I'm just going to stay in front of the foot. If you stay in front of the foot, no evils should occur. But I'm probably breaking all sorts of seamstress rules. So take this all with a grain of salt. I'm only saying what I do. Okay, this is what I do. Okay, and it's all wrong. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, felled it over. That's okay. That happens sometimes, you know. And you can go back and forth, but I don't think it's that necessary here. But or if you felt like you should have and you didn't, just glue it down. Really pretty already, right? I know. It doesn't take much. So if you're wondering what to do with all those little pieces, here you go. You should really have a bucket of little pieces. And I have to admit, I have a bucket of little pieces, which makes it sound like I have these great bragging rights. I can't find that thing. I can't find it anywhere. It's in my garage. And I know I have one, and they're like these size. But no. I could not find it. So for the life of me, we are now doing it this way. Okay, so we're going to zoom in a little closer so we can do some decorating. Let's just do some decorating. So now we come around with layer number 2. Okay. Okay. Oh, did you notice? Did you notice? No squeak. I know. Did I tell you? Maybe I told you already. I can't remember. I had to redo this video. If I didn't tell you, I think I told my husband. I figured WD-40, right? I'm going to WD-40 the chair. And if that doesn't work, I'll give up. So I went to the garage to look for the WD-40 and I couldn't find it. I looked everywhere in the garage, no WD-40. So then I thought, well, I can go to the store and get some WD-40. But then I thought, no, wait a minute. Just try some olive oil. What have you got to lose except a little olive oil? Might be a little messy. It doesn't really have a spray. I didn't have the spray olive oil. I just had the bottle. And so anyway, I olive oiled it. No squeak. I know. Okay, anyway, so I just had to share that with you. For those of you who had heard the abhorrent Squeak. Okay, so I think I'm going to use a combination of Scotch Crate glue stick, I know, and Fabrifix clear silicone glue. Fabric to fabric, fabric to... Here, long guy, hello. Hi there. Yeah, no, you're glad you're doing well. That's awesome. Yeah, no, we really do need him, though. He's very, very... We appreciate him. I'm going to take these little butterfly punches that I did like 100 years ago and never had I always have a purpose for them, but I did so many. Now I'm going to try and put it on a contrasting... Here, there you could be on. You could be on that flower. That's nice. And what else do we have? Oh, here's a cute little leaf, but that's very colorful. No, we want to stay neutral. Okay, so here's a, out of music paper, I punched a little leaf. And you can get these tiny little punches anywhere. I've got some in my Amazon store, but you can look on Etsy and AliExpress and all sorts of places. So don't give up. You'll find them. I promise you. Okay, so just put random here. Okay, maybe I'm going to make a bridge. Sometimes it's nice when you bridge things. You can also do some inking on here if you wanted to with these little paper pieces, or even on the fabric. I just don't feel like it right now. You know how sometimes you want to ink and sometimes you're just, not so much into it? Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see the whole thing, because I just realized I'm going to probably bounce back and forth as I'm looking for balance and cohesiveness in the design. Okay, just a little of that there. And I'm going to use some more of this. I like this. You know, it's funny how one little curtain can yield so much goodness, so much good. A placemat. Don't ever snub your nose at a placemat. Boy, there's a lot of possibilities in a placemat. Yeah, let me tell you, you can make things. You can go places with a placemat. Here, you just want to be there. Okay. All right, so now what else do we want to put on? We want to put on some other things. We have other things, dig. Okay, so I have my applique bucket out here. I'm going to show you this. And this will be the fanciest one we'll make. So I'm going to do a little bit more with this one, and then the others will make a little faster. And, oh, I have these really pretty little flat back pearls. Maybe I want to add those on here. Oh, they're pretty. I'm going to use you. That'd be very nice. Oh, you look very nice there. Let's come, let's join the party. Let's join the party. Now, if you buy these bigger appliques, you can cut them apart, or if you get these on your clothing, the clothing you're not going to wear anymore, the heck with donating. You make a journal out of it. That's what I'm saying. No, you can still donate, but if like sometimes things aren't even donate worthy, you know what I mean? Like they've really bit the biscuit, but they've got a section of them that are still good. Those make prime candidates. Or you just don't quite have it in you to pile up all the stuff and take it down to the donation thing, but you're motivated to journal. There you go. You've got your supplies. You are ready to rock. Oh, that's very pretty on there. Okay. And I think I had a bunch of these at AliExpress. They're not very expensive there, but they take forever to get, just so you know. All right, let's see, what's that? A little applique, some beads and buttons. I think I'm like taking this off of one thing and putting it on another. That happens. Okay. So, oh, there we go. Let's see this little guy. These are very pretty. Okay, my husband is like apparently talking to somebody who can't hear very well because he's talking very loud on the phone. So there you go. Sonny, what? He's in his he's sleeping upside down right now. We'll get him out for a bit, but Mama's got her little bottom centered on the chair and she's not moving for the moment, so there you go. We'll see Sunny in a second. Okay, my little show stealer, goodness gracious. Okay, now I've got some of this, and when you see something like this, you know, this will yield a lot of leaves, so you kind of got to look at it when you're pricing this stuff, like if it's a little more expensive for a bigger one, but what do you yield out of it? Are you going to really use it as a strip itself, which you could. It's practically like a snippet roll itself, or you could take it apart and put little bits and pieces on your own snippet roll, which might look kind of cute. Okay, so let's do that. All right, and then I think I'm going to come in with some flat back pearl bling, and then this one, we'll call it a done day. Okay, I got that there. Where's the, I had a word. Do I still have that? Where'd it go? Does anybody see it? It was the word butterfly. Hello, where'd you go? Butterfly? No? Could have sworn you were over here, maybe not. Did you mic? Oh, here you are. Maybe we'll put you on this one because you've got a butterfly there. So maybe we could put the word butterfly. That would be pretty, wouldn't it? Okay, let's just do that. This is just a bed, a linen, a laundered bed sheet that I tore into strips, stamped some words on it. These come in so unbelievably handy. I'm like beside myself. I must share that with the world, that everybody must tear up their bed sheets and rubber stamp them. Yes. Okay. Don't send your angry family my way. You didn't hear it here. Okay. Now you could also totally stickle this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we will. Maybe I'll use the flat back pearls on the next one. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, she's stickling again. Yes, why not? Whoa, okay. All right, back down. Okay, here's the stickles. Okay. Now you know what that means. We can't touch this after it's done. It has to sit and dry. Okay, we want to stay neutral. We want to stay soft. This is almost the same color as that. You're too far away. You can't see a thing. I know. Let's just work at one end. We'll just kind of stickle around. And we can continue, like, we can add different stickles if you want to do that. This is not a stickle. This is a Nouveau crystal drop in the color Caramel Cream. There you go. You heard it here. I think I'm the only person, like the last person on earth that still uses stickles. Okay, these come out like little pearls. I think they're really pretty. And there's no right or wrong place to put them. You just put them. Yeah, you can put them on your butterfly. Here, okay. And it's almost like somebody just dribbled the stickles. Am I still in frame? Okay, I'll put one in the center there. Okay, that. Over here. Why not? Okay, down up is best. These are older. I can tell because they're getting a little gooey. Okay, well, mine are all older. I haven't bought any in a while, but they last forever. So, I mean, I sound like I should have stock in Stickle Company or something. I don't. I just, oops. Now, you got to stay with the down up, Pam. It'll come better. Or else you get tadpoles. Yeah, you get tadpoles. Because they have tails, which is okay. If it happens, it happens. Don't fret it. Okay, let me put some, like here. We're going to decorate that little leaf. There we go. And you can keep going with a different color stickle, or you can come in with a sparkle stickle to give it a little pisusa. All right, what's this? This is a good one, Glisten, if you're looking for a good sparkle. I think it's got like rose gold, kind of greeny teal. I'll show you. I'll just put some down. Okay, here we go. All right. Some on that butterfly there. Can you see? Okay. I'm just going to maybe go down the center. Yeah, okay. Randomly. Trying, no tadpoles. Come on, Pam. No tadpoles. All right, and just random spots, just for a little extra bling. Not mandatory, but this is kind of a foo-foo thing, you know what I mean? I think it has its, it can benefit from the, okay, let's just do this. That's about 1, 2, 3. These are extra big, I don't know why. All right, there we go. So, okay, whoop. Here we go, here it is in all her glory. It's actually quite pretty, don't you think? I think so. And you could do more, like I said, but just now put it aside and let it dry. That's the kicker. Okay, so I'm going to put it over here. Here I go. Very easy to do, very fun, very satisfying, and uses up a lot of scraps. Okay, now let's go to method number 2. This is completely different, sort of, and it's still easy. Okay, let me back up a lot so you can really see what's going on here. Okay. Yes, the desk is messy. Okay, I was crafting. What can I say? You caught me. All right, so I have this piece of material I thought we'd use for this next step. Now, I believe this might have been tea dyed. I want to say tea dyed because it's crumpled. So I'm assuming. Okay, because when I crumple them, they're usually, I did something to them. So it's kind of like a softy color. And I'm going to cut it into maybe, what was the second one? It was a fatter one. So we're going to do, oh, here's the prototype again so you can see this guy. So it's a very easy concept. It just has some basic decoration on it, but the billowy neutrality of it, I think, is its strength. So this is how you roll them. You can roll them on a stick. You can roll them around a big thread spool or something, but I think you can just roll them on themselves, and then they just sit like that. So cute, waiting to be used. This is what I did. I took a bigger piece and I just cut strips. Tore strips, sorry, that's what I did. Okay, so I kind of guessed, like about there, maybe 2 inches wide, 2 inches, maybe 2.5. Going for a little fatter chub look here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let me tear these, and they don't have to be exact, which is the nice thing. And you don't even have to decide which side you like better. And you can even change sides if you want to do that, like rotate back and forth. But I'll show you how I do this. I apologize again to all real seamstresses out there. Here we go. Let's get this party started. Okay, this is the this is the printed side with the pretty flowers, which is very pretty. This is the unprinted side. Now this particular one, I like the little printed flowers, so I'm going to leave them on the up side, which is only denoted because I have black on the up in my machine and white down below. So just kind of think about what side you want to have what. Okay, so here's the deal. You lift the foot up and you put the needle down, and that gives you a little roadblock there, okay? Then this is my technique. You come in there and you squash a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, like pack it in there. Somewhat relatively, but not overloaded, but like your needle can still get through it. Okay, then you just kind of sew. Just zoom you in more so you can see closer. You really want to see what's going on? Here we go. There we go. Okay, now this is where you're going to sweat. And you're going to say she's going to hurt herself. I don't want anybody hurting themselves, no. Okay, so now I'm going to sew slow, okay? I don't want to do a zigzag, maybe. Do I? Oh, what the heck, I'm here. I'll zig. Okay, so I'm zigging and zagging, and I'm just, with my few front fingers, constantly pushing stuff under there, like jamming it in more than it wants to know. And then I'm going to leave a little tail. Okay, don't go any further. And grab another piece. And it doesn't matter if the piece is exactly the right size. What you do is overlap them. Okay, and then you jam it in. Gently, of course, because we wouldn't want to hurt our machines. And just if you keep it nice and chunky monkey going on in there, you're going to have a nice little ruffly-roo. Now there's a different way of doing ruffles where you can sew 2 straight lines and then pull the threads. It never works that well for me, so this is my backup. This is called the jam it in technique. Now I've also seen the fork technique with this, where you don't have to risk appendages, which is probably a good thing for you to YouTube. I may have even done it on a video, but you know, at the end of the day, this is really what I do. So I'm very mindful to watch my fingers. They don't go where the needle is. Don't put them where the needle is. No, you keep them in front of the little footski. That's right. And everything should be all right. Don't put them here because that's going to squash your finger. Ask me how I know. And I know some of you have sewn your fingers, and that just freaks me out to no end. So I want you to know I'm thinking of you as I'm jamming all of this in there, being very mindful not to put my fingers underneath the needle. I should be safe as long as the foot is there, right? In theory. I guess the foot could come off. That's happened a couple times. I don't know why the foot just comes off all of a sudden. Oop, where'd you go? Okay. 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 But always watch everything. Never take anything for granted. It's like you've got a toddler or you're driving. You cannot take your eyes off the scene. Okay, right now the camera's in my way, but I'm looking over it and I'm sewing. I know it always freaks me out every time I'm sewing because I'm sewing. So if you're timid about sewing, I want you to know I get it. But it doesn't mean you can't do it, and it doesn't mean you can't have fun and make cool things because you think you're not good at it. Because you can kind of fumble your way through. It's amazing. All right, here we go. Now this just overlap like maybe an inch and then squash together. Doesn't have to be. You don't have to think about it. No, you don't have to get like, oh, did it fold right up, down? No, it doesn't matter, because we're going through that super like shabbishy look. I guess we can't say the word, you know what, shabby blank, because it's like copyrighted or something, so you can't even use it or something. I don't know, so I'm not even going to say it. It's just scary, for gosh sakes. I think that's the last one. So we're going to go off. Okay, there we go. Let's see what we got. Pull it. Nice, eh? Yeah. Okay, I'll back it up a bit. I know we're ridiculously close. Okay. If I click off by accident, I love you all. Okay, we're back. Oh, this is so pretty. This is so, I don't know, but this just excites me. This is like Little House on the Prairie pretty, you know what I mean? Holly Hobby pretty. Laura Ashley ruffle, pretty. I mean, you could do so many things with this. I mean, I'm like decorating my bedroom in my mind. It'll never happen like this. My bedroom right now is a modern contemporary, you know, because I share it with a dude called my husband. So I don't think he'd ever go for this, but I can put this on a journal. Yeah. Okay, so we have that. You can use either side, which is fun. Now with something with this big and fluffy, I might just do some subtle, like occasional ornaments, I want to say, but embellishments. So let's just put some occasionals on. Let's see what we got here. Looking. One of these butterflies. That's kind of a weird color for that. For some reason, that doesn't look like the way I want it to look. So let's try some other, maybe flatter. Look at these little green guys. There's no green in there. We have purple and yellow. So let's kind of think about maybe accenting with that a little bit. Oh, no. Okay. Here we go. Yellow? No, I don't think so. So this is kind of where you're going to come down to, you know, how you want to decorate it. You just got to ask yourself, like, what's up? That's not bad. That's kind of a nice neutral color that goes in there. Oh, I have this. This would look nice, I think. Yeah, I think that's nice. These are, I think they made leis out of these flowers. I don't know what they're called, like Hawaiian flowers or something like that, but they come in these stacks and they're kind of all stuck together, but if you can get them apart, you've got about 1 million fabric flowers and you can do stuff with it. I don't know if this is white or cream, but I think it'll be all right, whatever it is. All right, we'll just stick you there. Okay. And you can put all the same stuff. You can put different stuff. Totally up to you. Yeah. What's this? I got some of these little pink guys. That's sort of pretty. All right, I want to show the pink beside it there. All right, so I got 3 on. And what else do I have? This guy? I think I used one of him already. Oh, you're pretty. Let's pull you out of the woodwork. This little pinkishness. Maybe we should stagger the pinkishness. Okay, it's like one of those little daisy chain things. Oh, we also have that. That's very pretty. Maybe we could like put that on there and put the daisy chain on it. Let's do that. Maybe we'll take 3. Well, this happens pretty fast, I would say. 1, 2, 3, and then maybe, oop, can't see it. 1 more at the other end. We need maybe 1 more down here. Maybe I'll take some of this. This is kind of a bigger piece. This has got a little pink in it. We could do something with that and just pop that at the end. Yeah, we could totally do that. I feel like I need maybe a little, shiny or something. You know, maybe just a little piece of that or something. We'll layer that in. We'll just glue that on. How about that? That's pretty. All right, so I'm just going to glue these on. Nothing fancy here. I think these are going to do fine with the Scotch Create glue stick. So I'm going to do the thumb gluing. There we go. That's nice. Little thumb gluing with this guy. Oh, it's a index glue there. Okay. And then we just go in for a little bling. Just a little bling splash. Just for fun. You don't even have to use bling. It's just like an extra. Just happen to have it laying around. So there you go. Then we got this guy. This guy's cute. All right. Put you here. There we go. Put you down. They don't all have to go on the center. I'm just putting them on the center because it just feels more centered to me that way for some reason. But you can stagger. You can use postage stamps, tickets, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, okay. There we go. Get you down there. All right. Now this little guy. You're a little too free. And I love these little strings everywhere. I don't know. There's something about them. They're just wonderful. Okay, here we go. Down. Okay. And then this guy. I think the Fabrifix, this is not Fabrifix, Pam. The Scotch Create glue stick will do light fabric projects just fine. Like little light, very light. Like this light. Yeah. And this last little guy, we'll just pop him down. If you find these types of appliques, they're not very expensive to buy, and you can get a lot in a bag. And they really... And if you don't have appliques, I'm telling you, go look in your clothes. I mean, if you weren't a frilly foo-foo, go to the thrift store and buy some frilly foo-foo stuff and buy extra large so you get more material. Now let's put a little something. Should we? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, we're wrapping it up here. Okay, where are we? Time-wise. Oh yeah, okay, we're going to do this. Focus. I'm going to put a little flat back pearl. It's a little bag of flat back pearls, all different sizes, and sometimes the tiny ones do best here. I'm just gonna take a teeny, there's some super tiny ones. I don't even think I can get them out. Okay, good. There's like microscopic ones. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Really? Okay, so let's put the glue dot. You're too far away. This is riveting. You must see this up close. Okay, here we go. Hold on to your breath. I'm now putting a glue dot down. Now, I'm going to do my best to aim. I'm not going to use the smallest one here. I'm going to go for like one of the two bigger ones. I can't even pick up the smallest ones. Okay, I'm just going to try and drop it on and hope. Oh, I think we did all right. So we just go to tap and then come back in about an hour. Everything will be really good. I could put one on here. Let's try that. We're going to try and use up the ones I have in my hand. We're going to get down to the real tinies. That should be fun. Okay, there. Mid-size one. Okay. Oh, mid-size. You're like a microscopic mid-size. There we go. You're on. You did it. You could use tweezers, I think. But I think that's just like a little something. You know what I mean? It's not much. It's just a little something. And then we have that there. So let's put something down. Okay, got that. Okay, just heard my husband's wheels move, I think, on his desk. He's going to come barreling down saying something like, "Hey, honey mouse, honey mouse." And I'm like, I'm, now the world knows. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, I was talking to somebody in German right now. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. I got one down. I don't even know where the other one went. It went somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, it's on a fluff. So very pretty, right? I mean, look at that. Okay, so it's not centered. You had to notice, didn't you? That's why I get putting you guys up close like that. You see, I can't get away with anything. Nothing, I tell you. There we go. Stay down. Yeah, okay, oh, there it is. There we have this, we have this, we have that, we have this, and we have that. Very pretty, right? Okay, I'm going to back up so you can get some sense of normalcy here. This is what we have created. Hello. You're not going to call me Honey Mouse, are you?
Oh, Honey Mouse, of course, always.
Want a ham? Hold on.
Honey Mouse, I'm going to...
Oh, I better hang on. Okay, here's the last one we're going to do. And this one is just another piece of, I guess it's muslin or quilting square that has been coffee dyed or tea dyed. And let's see if these tear. I think they're going to tear this way. These are going to do skinnies. Yeah, these tear this way. Okay, so yeah, I guess I have to cut them. I'll do 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now you're going to see what it looks like to do a bunch of skinnies together. It's a little more unnerving in the sewing department. We're not going to have time to do the no-sew. I lied. No, I better not lie. I better do one. Let's do one. Okay, well, you know what? The heck with it. We won't do this one. I'll keep my word to you. And maybe I'm going to do the no-sew one now, so you can do a no-sew one at home in case you want to do a no-sew. Yeah. All right. Maybe an inch for a no-sew. It just gives you a base. That's all you really want is the base. So you have your base. And basically, we're going to glue everything on. So I'm going to start with the same process, but this time I'm going to go wider. I'm going to go wider with the Scotch-Crete glue stick. Come down here and just glue the whole thing. Yep, just going to glue everything. And then it does dry, and you can always re-glue, and then you can get in there with touch-up glue like the Fabrifix or art glitter glue or something like that. But now I would just say start putting stuff down. Don't think about it. Just do it. So we're going to do this without thinking about it. Okay, here's a piece. Here's a piece. I'm gonna keep the bulk of the pieces on the gluey part and not layer them as deeply because I want the background to be covered. Okay, if a little shows, that's okay because this is a pretty blue color. Oh, you are so far away. Come a little closer. Okay, and so that might be all right. Let's put some here. What else do we have? This. You're a little long. Okay. Oh, no, we need something. No, we actually need something different. We need probably you. There we go. Let's cut you up a little bit. Okay. All right, do one of those. And, oh, maybe a little bit of that. That's pretty. And I'm just trying to use up what we have here. Use up what you have, Pam. Cut some of this. Don't be shy. It's okay to cut your doilies that somebody painstakingly made, you know. They painstakingly made those. And then, you know, I want to learn how to crochet or doily make somehow someday. That will be a thing. One day. Okay. More of that. And some of this. Putting that on there. And so basically, yeah, there's nothing too rocket science about this part of it. We're just slapping stuff down, basically. That's what we're doing. We're slapping stuff down and just gluing it on here. And then we're going to add some decorations. And we're going to glue the whole thing. You can also staple. Whoop, look at that. I'm taking off the piece that I just glued on. And it's okay, though. It happens in the thrill of the event here. What else do we have here? It's something different. Here, you're different. But no, I think we're going to go with you. So we've been doing this little brown theme on and off. Okay, so now we have our base. Okay, so now what I'd like to do to secure it so it doesn't run amok, because it can run amok, you know what I mean? Let's get a piece of that blue. Let's just grab that. That was very handy. And I think I like to do is make a even skinnier piece. So this is about maybe 1/2 inch. I'm going to try for 1/4. I don't know if I'll get it. Let's see. Or just use a piece of ribbon or something. Oh, it's working. It's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack it down with this. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come along here with the Fabrifix glue. I would recommend the Fabrifix in this case because it's going to give you a better grab, but you could probably do it with a glue stick too, but I'm just not gonna, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to use the big gun, and that's why we have these big guns. It just makes life easier sometimes. But you could probably do this with regular white glue too. Not saying you can't. I think you could actually. All right, this, now you could twist it. That might be kind of fun. And just lay it on there. All right, and then squish it down. That's going to tack everybody down so nobody runs amok. Okay, all right. And now, that's going to be a little gluey at first because, you know, you just glued it down. But now you can put on your little fun things, and that might be fun. So let's just throw some things on it and glue them down, see what happens. Where do we go with this one? What's it going to look like in the end? Where is it going to take us? All right, let's see. Okay, here's a pretty little flower. Why have I got this fuzz attached to me? Nobody knows. Here we go. All right, so we're going to glue these babies down. And I would glue well, because this is your connection. This is the thing that you are creating that is going to hold everything together. When you layer gluebage on gluebage, then that is, you're relying on the gluebage. Okay, here we go. Lots of glue. Yeah, this is one of those lots of glue moments. Okay, overlapping a couple different things, and I have these little pieces. Yeah, they'll be good for tack downs. Yeah, you see it's coming off there. You're going to come in with the tack downs. Okay, now this might actually be easier to work with the. Just had one there. Okay, here. All right. And you keep building and building and building, and it's just a lot of fun. Here's a little bit of sari silk of unknown origin. Can we just tear you? That would be so convenient. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to use the glue stick for this so it doesn't bleed through. All right, here. And just randomly, you can glue it right on top of the blue. The blue doesn't have to be on top only. There we go. Okay, and just keep adding little things. I mean, you're going to find little things that you have, like little punch-outs you didn't know you had. That's your time to glue them. Got these cute little leaves I punched out and put some stickles on a while back. Yeah, put a leaf there, why not? And you can have a lot of fun with this stuff. There's no stopping you. I'm telling you, you're just going to keep doing this, and it's a great way to use up little bits and pieces. And you can just, every time you add something, you glue it down even more. Yeah, so it's securing your base. So you probably want to add lots of fun little things here. I'm going to stick you under there. I don't know why. Okay, so there we go. Very pretty, right? Very effective. same thing. You can roll it up. You can use it just like you would any of the others, and you'll have a grand thing. So we're already at 44 minutes, so I am going to wrap it up with that, but I'll bring back in all our little pieces so you can see them all again. One. Oh, gotta be very careful with that one, Bam. Okay, here's the one we made together. Two. So you can see sewn, not sewn. Here's our big chubber monkey. Oh, here's our other chubber monkey. Oh, I gotta back up more. Boop, boop. Okay, the other chubber monkey, and there should be 2, 3. Oh, and then this guy, which we didn't make, but oh no, here's one more. Here's the first one I made, very first one. Okay. I made by myself, all alone in the dark, yeah. And then I came along and made these two with you, and one of the chubbers with you, and the skinny one we just didn't make, but basically same sewing technique as this. Just be very careful when you're sewing and you're shoving, sewing. I did a straight stitch with this one, and it's a good, it won't pull apart as easily, I would say. Sometimes if you have a lot of fat stuff, it won't grab well. This seemed to grab okay, so I don't think it's really a big deal. But there are your options. You have lots of fun stuff you can make, and you're going to be happily making snippets before you know it. And you can also make snippets with paper. I think I have a video with that, and I will do my best to remember to put a link for that below. And there we go. So if you had fun here, please like, subscribe, and share. My videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to go get Snuffers. Snuffers, do you have something to say?
Yes, Mama, I have something to say. I have words of puppy wisdom coming your way. This is it. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm coming in. That's right. Yoda, Sunny, coming in here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunny's Place. I would like everybody to know that if you have white fur and you eat a red pepper, you will turn red face. If you eat a green sweet pea, nothing will happen. That's right. Nothing. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much, everybody. Goodbye. Happy crafting.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure those words of wisdom will ring through the hallowed halls of many homes, because that was vital for people to know. So, yes. There you go. From the land of no longer a squeaky chair, just occasional rolling sounds, which are not so bad, and his tail is out of the way, so I don't have to worry. Have fun. Happy crafting. Check out my podcasts. I have a free monthly emailed newsletter. Make sure you sign up for that because you get a free digital image emailed to you every month along with a whole bunch of other stuff. I have an Etsy shop with sometimes I have journals in there for sale or bundles of journals. I have vintage Digikits, which are printable downloads of all sorts of cool themes. If you don't have a printer, I have an option for you there too. It's called the print and mail option. Check that out. I have I sell FUNDLEs in there with our collections of really old and really cool papers to make junk journals with. I have a Facebook group. If you're having fun and want to come over and have more of this stuff, then we do weekly and monthly challenges as well as seeing what you guys make from these videos. And I have an Etsy, I told you about the Etsy shop. I have a merchandise shop, so if you're looking for really cool t-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff, and wouldn't these be pretty on t-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff? I'm just saying. Things that say correct with reckless abandon or the Paper Outpost. And remember, most of all, fun can be simple. And beware if you have white fur, you may turn red with your red peppers. That's all we really have to say. So create with reckless abandon, everybody. Have fun. See you next time. Bye-bye.